on the start of the chapter of 1001, we have where we left off at. Luffy just finishing using his red rock against Kaido. Kaido is looking pretty damaged right now, and he was like, that hit damaged me. And then everybody's asking, is that Haki? They think they have a fighting chance, and Law is just want to tell Luffy one thing before they continue this fight. In the midst of that, Kaido is so damaged that he's thinking about legends right now and comparing Luffy into a legend. He's comparing Luffy into Whitebeard, Roger, Shanks, even Kaido's former captain, Rock D. Zebek. Kaido wants to challenge Luffy a little bit more, and he uses his named attack Thunder Bagua against Luffy. Luffy luckily uses his future sight ahead of time and to predict Kaido's movements, and he barely dodges it. And everybody knows what happened last time when Luffy got hit by a Thunder Bagua. It was very devastating to Luffy. It was a one-shot hit a quitter. That's what I like to call it. And Luffy was knocked out. And then after that hit, after Luffy dodging the Thunder Bagua, Big Mom has to come in and tag team Luffy. And she comes in using her Heavenly Fire. But our boy Zoro steps in and uses his Fox-style Flame Rend and cuts up Prometheus. And everybody knows that previously Kinemon has been shown to use his sword to cut fire. And looks like Zoro has stolen it. And Zoro is getting more hyped right now. He's definitely going to be a top 5 character by the end of this, at the end of One Piece in general. After Wano, he's still going to be a monster too. I would dare say First Commander, maybe Admiral level, but this is going to be dope with how Zoro just keep improving his skills. And then we have Law telling Luffy one thing, which is probably one of the funniest panels on the page that we have, is the rivalry. You can start to see the rivalry of the captains going at it. You have Law that's saying, Luffy, don't give me no more orders. You make it seem like I follow you around and listen to you. And then Kid chimes in and says, that's what I thought it was, basically. And then Luffy decides to, after he's seeing Big Mom is attacking him, he decides to challenge his rivals into a game of chicken with Big Mom attacks. He says the first one that moves is a loser. And then Law and Kid basically said, I'm not playing your game. And then Luffy said, since y'all ain't playing the game, then I guess y'all gonna all be losers. And then Oda draws a phenomenal, funny page that had, I guess, everybody rolling about how their faces are squeezed up. You got Law, Luffy, and Kid face all squeezed up and looking like you got 4 necks, and it's just out and it's taking Big Mom's hit. It's dead right funny. And then Zoro, it said, what are y'all trying to accomplish by taking hits from a Yonko directly? You got to dodge this. It was Yonkos we fighting, and they are in the midst doing a challenge because Luffy said so. So it just really flat out comical. Definitely very what we needed for this chapter to give it the score it is going to be given. Then we have Zoro telling Killer, and another sportsman rivalry is growing up right here. Is with the 2 swordsmen, and Zoro is telling Killer that I know that's you, Kamazo, by your laugh. And I guess Killer was in his feelings and thinking about Zoro and his fight. And he says to Zoro, lucky I didn't have my punishers back then you would be dead right now, Zoro. And Zoro said, hey, man, the outcome would have been the same regardless. And then he proceeds, him and Killer proceeds to attack Kaido. So Zoro decides to use his onigiri, and Killer decides to use his beheading claws. And they made some damage to Kaido because of Kaido's expression afterwards. He looks like he's hurt a little bit, and then he tells them well done. And when you get a well done from Kaido, then you know you did something right. Then another combination attack comes from the captains. You have Law and you have Luffy, and then you have Kid using their name attacks. You have Kid using his Punk Rotten Punk Vice, and it's like a big Megazord type of deal, and he's trying to squeeze the living life out of Kaido by binding his fist and just squeezing Kaido. And then we have Luffy using his Kong gun, and y'all already know how that Kong gun goes, and that thing is so powerful. And then Law uses a weird move that I'm not really too kind of, and it just I'm gonna call it what it is. It looks real weak. He just gets some sharp boulders and then just chucks it at Kaido. And come on, guys, it's Kaido. Come on, that's not really doing nothing. But Kaido then says this, that which is more appealing to me, because I love to see our main characters get hyped like this. He said they might as well be monsters on their own right. And when Yonko is saying that, y'all coming along very well. Then we have one of the dopest panels at the end, and with Big Mom and Kaido are towering above these monsters of, that's what Kaido likes to call them now, so we can call them that too, these monsters, monster supernovas. And he's telling them, laughing at him, and said it would almost be a shame to kill you, but you leave me no choice. Once you're dead, we'll take everything you have. All your manpower and treasure will belong to us. You got some poneglyphs too, I assume. I can't wait for that. Whoever wins gets that much closer to the king of the pirates. And then the chapter ends. One thing I liked about the chapter, Kaido has shown more of his warrior personality. He's given compliments to these supernovas, calling them monsters. He's been comparing Luffy to some great legends. The only ones that ever really damaged Kaido ever, we have him comparing Luffy to Odin, Whitebeard, Roger, Rock D. Zebek, and Shanks. So we put Luffy up there, and that's what everybody wants to see. Luffy actually gets into that level of Yonko level and legendary level. So we love Kaido even giving Luffy acknowledgement like that. And then we also see Kaido just takes everybody hit with no really damage, the body scratches or anything. He just keep coming back up. It was like a zombie from Resident Evil, just keep coming back like Nemesis. Like he just keep coming back. And we did see Big Mom use some attacks too. But Kaido definitely stole the show with this. And one thing I'm just nervous about, we just did not see any of the supernovas take any hits as well. And judging by the last time after Luffy got hit with a Thunder Bago in the beginning of Wano, I just don't know if anybody else can anybody else do better at this moment. Just tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. Well, this has been my chapter review. I'm giving this chapter a 4 out of 5. It had everything you wanted, but it was just missing a little bit of a great cliffhanger or a more of a revealing point for me to give it a 5 out of 5. But definitely a great chapter. Will probably be top 10 so far on Wano, maybe. But for right now, we're giving it a 4 out of 5. That was my chapter review, guys. Please like the video if you did. And please hit down in the comments and tell me what you think about this chapter as well. It's been fun. To the next one. See you.